All right, everybody, welcome to the live pregame show here on Halos in the Infield. A pleasant Friday afternoon to wherever you may be out there, and hope the weather is better than it's been lately. But it's been hot. I'll tell you what, you'll want to be at the Big A to check out the new players on the team, and then also on the next homestand. And I'll tell you a way to do it. 714 tickets, right? Yes, sir. 714 tickets right there. Also, check out 714 tickets for all the concert tickets. Right there, you see Gwen Stefani for the Honda Center, Pest for the Honda Center as well, and of course, Angel tickets, Dodger tickets, whatever the case is, and all the headline tours out there. Also, theater tickets for you theater buffs out there for plays. It's all a good deal there. There's Paramore, my favorite. So right now, for Halos in the Infield, the 714 tickets, put in that code HITI for 10% off in the checkout. It's a great deal there. Um, you're gonna enjoy taking money off of the tab there, and it's gonna be good. So try that out for yourself. Again, put in that code HITI for more. Um, Great deal, great service there. By you have any nut call or any, um, if you wish to talk to people there, go to number what 714-842-5387. Look no further than 714 tickets. No hidden fees or checkout as or surprises at checkout, and then you'll get 5% off purchases in the future. When you type in that code HITI, you'll get 10% off as well. So it's a great deal because there's no hidden fees or surprises at checkout, as I mentioned. So check that out, and also check out Noble L Works for their specials during Angel games. The parking there, just mention Halos in the Infield, and you're good. Also check out the drink supplies or specials, excuse me, during the games. So check out Noble Oil Works for all that. 1620 21 Sinclair Street, Suite B, Anaheim, California, 92806. Again, mention HITI for drink specials and free parking there during Angel games. That's a really good special. Hopefully, we'll have a live out there sometime soon. Also, check out their great brews and tasty eats from local food trucks from Orange County. They have their schedule out on their Instagram page. So Noble Works, check out the Instagram page for more on all of that. So, as I mentioned, check out Halos in the Infield, of course, on all the social media network platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course here on YouTube. I can never get that to focus. That's just weird. Okay, so of course check us all out and all that. All right, so the Halos are in Toronto, Ontario, Canada to face the Blue Jays. The first game of a crucial three-game series here. I mean, the expectations are sky high. I mean, as they should be. When you go out and get a pitcher and a reliever, starting reliever like you did this week. This game, of course, on Apple TV Plus at 4:07. And that's the thing I wanted to show people. If you have T-Mobile, make sure to check out the deal they have going right now, where it's 6 months and 6 months free of Apple TV Plus. I know the pancakes are distracting. I think they're 70% off Grand Slam. But yeah, 6 months of Apple TV Plus free if you have that T-Mobile. What's it called? T-Mobile Tuesdays. And you just create an account if you don't have one, and boom, you got Friday Night Baseball among all the other Apple Television TV Plus shows that I don't really watch, but there's the baseball right there for sure. All right, also check out the new or check out the Todd Fox post game show after every Angels game. He'll be on tonight. I'll have Saturday and Sunday, as those are early in the afternoon. Let's see. Also, check out the new flagship Halos in the Infield podcast. They just did one, and a great cover with Perry at the poker table going all in. That's the title of it. So check that out. Find on YouTube if you want to see their faces, and then also listen to the podcast and all the popular mediums out there: Podbean, Spotify, Apple, Google, and other podcast mediums. So okay, check out all that. Okay, so let's get to today's business. The Angels at 54 and 49. The Blue Jays at 57 and 46. Let's give you each team's series recaps. So the Angels swept Detroit. The Tigers in Detroit, I should say. They had a doubleheader yesterday and went through that. The guys might be tired. It is a short flight, but you have customs going from Detroit to Toronto. The Blue Jays took 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers in LA Monday through Wednesday, that series was. So the Blue Jays, I believe, had the day off yesterday. So the standings for both teams: the Angels are third in the AL West, 6 games out now, and 3 games back of the final wildcard spot of Toronto. But also there's the Boston and the Yankees are in the way of that as well. The Blue Jays come in third in the AL East as well, 5.5 back first place Baltimore. So you have similarities with these teams, although the Blue Jays have 3 more wins and 3 less losses. That's pretty much it. So some news and transactions. There's some, but it's mostly on the minor league side. There's one move. Right-handed pitcher Eric Martinez assigned to AAA from Single A. That's a big move there for him. And then speaking of big moves, whom the Angels drafted in the first round, first baseman Nolan Chanel was assigned to Double-A Rocket City from Single A Inland Empire already. So that's a good sign that he's moving up the ranks. Maybe we'll see him next season. We'll see him in spring training, and there's no doubt about that. Some transaction, of course, Lucas Giolito being brought up, reported to the active roster, I should say. He'll be wearing number 24. I think they mentioned the last Angel to wear 24 was Kurt Suzuki, Noel Ramirez, CJ Cron. You can go back to Ricky Henderson if you want to, Gary Matthews Jr. Anyway, following last night's game, right-hander Gerardo Reyes was optioned down to AAA Salt Lake City. So those are the Angels transactions. And I want to mention Lucas Giolito making his Angels debut tonight. They're on Apple TV. He's 6-6 this season. The right-hander from, of course, Southern California, went to Harvard Westlake high school, so Gooby knows him. So that's really good to know. He has a 3.79 ERA, 121 innings pitched, 51 earned runs given up, 106 hits, 131 strikeouts, 42 walks, 20 home runs given up. This will be his 22nd start for Giolito. Of course, he was with the White Sox since 2018, I want to say, yeah. And so it's a funny thing because he has all the good numbers, but the home runs, I don't like that number. That's the one thing that's I'm worried about. But his power pitch, you'll see, would be the fastball, and we'll get into the pitches right now. But let's get to his last start was in Minnesota on Sunday. Yeah, last Sunday. Let's see. He had a no decision. He went 5 innings. He gave up 6 hits, but no earned runs, 3 walks, and 9 strikeouts. So you'll get a mixed bag of things as long as the runs are not an issue. That's going to be the that's going to be the problem there. We'll see how it goes. Let's go to his pitches. So 93 miles per hour on the four-seam fastball. The 84 miles per hour slider. Let's see, the 78 miles per hour curveball, and then the 81 miles per hour changeup. Now you notice the pitches there, and his four seam is the way he gets the strikeouts from, but also check out his slider and changeup, and then he really uses that curve. He did face Toronto this season once as a Chicago White Sox, and he got a no decision back on July 4th. So that was on a Tuesday, of course. Let's get to for the Blue Jays. Their starter, Kevin Gausman, 32 years of age. He was born in Centennial, Colorado in 1991. He was drafted by the Baltimore Orioles back in 2012. He was also a Giant in his career before the Blue Jays. First round, fourth pick overall out of LSU. He made his major league debut back on let's see, what is this? May 23rd of 2013. This season he's 7-5 with 3.18 ERA, 121 and 2/3 innings pitched, 107 hits given up, 162 strikeouts. So he's right up there with all the league leaders. 43 earned runs, 29 walks, 13 home runs given up. Excuse me. This will be his 21st start. So you see some similarities with these two pitchers. So this will make for an interesting matchup. I really think between Giolito and Gausman. It's whoever doesn't give up, the least amount of home runs will give their team their best chance to win. That's what I would think. His last start was at Seattle for Gausman on last Saturday, and he had a no decision as well, going 6 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, no walks, and 9 strikeouts. So he's a real simple pitcher when it comes to his pitches. 95 miles per hour on the fastball, 4 seam, 84 on the slider, 86 on the changeup. And also he's got the split finger pitch as well. Throwing the sweeper as well there. He rarely uses that changeup, but it's on the list there. His sweeper, it will be in on right-handed batters, so look out for that. He's going to try to get the Angels looking on that. The slider is kind of down and low in the zone. It'll break out to right-handed batters. Now, split finger is the one where it seems like he has a lot of success. It drops out of the zone toward the right-handed batter. So look out for that when you talk about Guzman and his pitches. And then the forcing fastball, again, that's his meal ticket. It's right down the middle pretty much, a little bit middle in. Hopefully the Angels can pounce on that. But that's how he gets his strikeouts right there for Kevin Gausman. His whip, of course, at 1.12. So that's something to look at for Gausman of, again, out of Colorado and out of Louisiana State, or LSU, I'll say. By the way, the whip of Giolito, 1.22. His name is Bigfoot. He was born in Santa Monica, as, of course, Grillmaster mentioned yesterday. But, yeah, it's the debut of Lucas Giolito, and then maybe we'll see Renato Lopez as well. Always a chance of that. So let's get to the matchups and the starting lineups for each team. As this game will be played, of course, at the Rogers Center, or, I still call it the Sky Dome. The Sky Dome being having some renovations, I should say, and there'll be 3 phases, and I think they are in their second one in the off season. So they have another one in the next off season. So look out for that. They have a different outfield. The bullpen is right within the crowd. It is pretty intimidating, but we'll see how Aaron Loop deals with that. And already we've seen security have to step in sometimes from those rowdy Jays fans. So we'll see how it goes for those Angel pitchers if they can handle the heat. Let's get into the starting lineup. So for the Angels, making his comeback from, injury yesterday was Zach Nettle in the second game of that doubleheader. He'll be at shortstop. Batting second will be Shohei Ohtani, the amazing thing he did yesterday with the complete game one hitter in the first game of the doubleheader and then hitting a home run in the second. He'll be the designated hitter tonight, of course. Batting third is Mickey Moniak, the center fielder. Batting fourth will be Taylor Ward in left field. You notice the theme. The lineups are pretty much the same now. Mike Moustakas will be the third baseman batting fifth. Batting sixth will be Matt Thaiss, the catcher. He caught the second game of that doubleheader yesterday, and I was wondering if he or Wallach would start this game today. Probably Wallach will start tomorrow. With the early time on Sunday, maybe Wallach will start then. Who knows? Hunter Renfroe will be the right fielder batting seventh. It was good to see him shine yesterday in the doubleheader. I think he had 3 hits in each game. Very good to see Hunter Renfroe do his thing. We were wondering if he was going to be traded or not, but it looks like now you have to keep him and hope that he does well. Batting eighth will be Trey Cabbage, the first baseman. Then batting ninth will be Louis Rengifo, the second baseman. For the Angels, that's their lineup. For Toronto, Whit Merrifield will be the second baseman leading off for the Blue Jays. Batting second will be Bo Bichette. You remember his father from Angel, Dante Bichette. He'll be the shortstop, will be Bo. Batting third, the former San Francisco Giant, and it's weird to see him in any other uniform. But Brandon Belt will be the designated hitter today for the Toronto Blue Jays. Batting fourth, father was an Angel. There's a theme here. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. will be the first baseman in the cleanup. Batting fifth will be George Springer in right field. Batting sixth is Matt Chapman, the third baseman. As you can see, there's a lot of connections with the Angels with some of this lineup with Toronto. Batting seventh is Verjo, the left fielder. He came over, of course, via trade with the Arizona Diamondbacks. So Dalton Verjo will be the left fielder. And then Danny Jansen will be behind the plate catching for Toronto, batting eighth. And then batting ninth, rounding out the Blue Jays lineup, will be Kevin Kittemeyer in center field, the former Tampa Bay Ray. And he's still out here making tremendous catches for the Jays this year. He's really good still fielding. Okay, so Toronto, as I mentioned, they faced Giolito once this year, but all time his career against Giolito, these guys, Belt is hitting 200 only against him. Bichette is hitting 364 in 11 at-bats. He has a home run, as well as Merrifield hitting 250 as a home run, and 44 times they face each other. Springer's also hitting 250, Guerrero Jr. as well. Chapman's hitting 200 against Giolito. Espinal, maybe you'll see later on or tomorrow, hitting 500. Jensen hitting or over 5. Kitchenmeyer's hitting 214. Like I mentioned, Merrifield 250. And then Verjo is 0 for 3 in their careers against Giolito. And I guess Gausman for the Angels. Alvarado Escobar. Maybe you'll see tomorrow. He's hitting 222. Moniak is 0 for 3. Moustakas is hitting 385 with 2 home runs against Gausman. So maybe righty versus lefty, Moustakas will have the power. Escobar also with that home run. Rengifo hitting 250 against Gausman with a home run. Ward is 0 for 3. Ohtani's 0 for 6. So not much success with the Angels that have been there, but Moustakas maybe will have a good night against Gausman. The keys to the Angels, catch up to that fastball, score early like you have. I'm worried, though, that maybe the Angels are a little winded from yesterday after the doubleheader. But maybe they're going to gear up for this game since it's Giolito's debut. And he's got to limit the home run ball, that's for sure. So we'll see what happens with all of that. Again, this game on Apple TV Plus. So let's get to some MLB scores and the schedule ahead. And also, I put in the comments saying, hey, or a poll question, do you think Perry will make another trade before the deadline? It looks like there's 100% yes with the question, with a couple, 5 votes here. So that's really good. I think everybody's in unison thinking that. All right, so let's get to, first of all, the Angels schedule ahead real quick. All right, so they have 3 with Toronto here and then 3 with Atlanta before they come home and start the homestand, of August with Seattle and San Francisco before going out on the road again to Houston and Texas. It's going to be a very difficult schedule. I don't think I can't lie about that. That's for sure. Either the Angels will live or they'll die, and at least they made some moves to look like they can compete. We'll see if they actually can. All right. So, some scores around the league. We have 1 game warming up right now. Detroit at Miami. So Detroit is who the Angels just swept. Will take on the Miami Marlins. Miami, of course, went out and got David Robertson yesterday. That was one of the key trades. All right, so let's get you some other games warming up, I should say. The Battle of Pennsylvania, you have Philadelphia at Pittsburgh, the Yankees at Baltimore, of course, the Angels at Toronto, Washington at the Mets. That's a 4-game series there. Also on Apple TV Plus, you'll have the option to watch Cleveland and Chicago. That's a 4-game series there. 4:20, Milwaukee at Atlanta. At 5:10, Tampa Bay and Houston. That's a series dripping with intrigue. Also at 5:10, Minnesota at Kansas City. At 5:15, 4-game series with the Cubs and the Cardinals. That's a 4-game series there coming up at 5:15 in St. Louis. 5:40, you get Oakland at Colorado. Why would you watch that? At 6:40, Seattle at Arizona. That's going to be an interesting series there. And we're all rooting definitely for the Arizona Diamondbacks. So go Diamondbacks for sure. And then I guess go Orioles. See what happens. Texas is here in San Diego to face the Padres. The Padres seems like maybe they're going to sell. Texas just riding right along. So we're also hoping for the Padres to get some games here against the Rangers. But I don't know if that's going to be the case. So there's been a change in the lineup. Some breaking news. I'll get to that right now. At 7:10, you got Cincinnati and the Dodgers, just like old times, and they're both good. Also at 7:15 is Boston at San Francisco. So we're hoping for the Giants to show out and defeat the Red Sox, who are in front of the Angels. Now, the updated lineup, and this just came out. So you're gonna switch Rengifo to leading off, and then Neto has been taken out of the lineup, and Squid has been inserted batting ninth, Andrew Velasquez. So that's the updated lineup. Shout out to the Twitter team there for the Angels getting that out. With Giolito making his debut again, Neto pulled out of the lineup. He might have experienced some more back issues, pain with that. That's really unfortunate. I was hoping to see him. He seems to be the igniter of the team and the lineup for sure. So again, Neto sitting out. Rengifo at second will lead off for the Angels. And then Squid will be the shortstop batting ninth. I'm sure that will please Todd Fox. So that's the pregame show. I'll read a couple comments. Hammer says, hi, guess what? I got a party tonight. Oh, yeah. if you can hear, I guess call into the post game show later with Todd Fox. It'll be your only chance this series. Excuse me. So get that in, and shout out to you, Hammer, for winning. It looks surf competition. Some epic videos. It's like, wow, really good stuff by Hammer there. So congratulations to him, and celebrate that for sure. As I saw in the videos, you done your celebrating already, but celebrate some more. What the hell? So Hammer, congrats to you. And again, the Blue Jays and the Angels in Toronto. You're welcome. On Apple TV here coming up at a half an hour on Apple TV Plus. And again, if you're a T-Mobile subscriber and you have those T-Mobile Tuesday, if you have the app for that, and if you have more storage, you can get Apple TV Plus free for 6 months. So that means 2 months for um, Friday Night Baseball and whatever else you want to watch. So look out for that. So we'll see everybody on the post game show. I'll be in the chat. Of course, don't miss that with Todd Fox. And also check out the new flagship podcast for Halos in the Infield, All In, and maybe some more things going on with the Angels. Hopefully, check out Noble L Works and 714 Tickets. We'll see you next time on Halos in the Infield pregame show. I'll be having the postgame shows the next 2 afternoons because the rest of the series is at noon and at 9 a.m. In Toronto, Saturday and Sunday. So be prepared for that. Everyone, check out your live notifications, ring that bell, and the notifications, and check us out, won't you? All right. Take care, everybody, and go Halos. Keep it going. 4 win streak, make it more. 4 game winning streak.